Top 5 Best Receiver for PS5. Number 5. Sony STR-DH790. This Sony HDMI 2.1 receiver supports 4K and UHD at up to 60Hz. You can use it for a 5.1 or 7.2 system. It is the improved version of STR-DH790. Although it doesn't have any analog video connection, you will find 4 analog audio inputs, 1 coaxial, 1 optical digital input and a 6.35mm headphone jack. It also supports Bluetooth with AAC codec. Unlike the receivers discussed above, this one doesn't have any phono input. The receiver setup and auto-calibration procedure is simple and straightforward. The sound is decent, which improves with auto-calibration, and it has punchier bass compared to other similar units. The connections, connectivity and functions are decent, which makes it one of the best entry-level receivers for beginners. It has only 4 HDMI connections labeled as media box, Blu-ray or DVD player, satellite, and game console. The receiver doesn't support Wi-Fi or Ethernet connection. It has a simple design and has several buttons on the front panel with unreadable tiny labels. It also has a FM tuner with 30 digital presets. To play PS5, connect the PS5 to a TV that supports 4K 120Hz, then use HDMI ARC to connect the TV to the receiver. Pros: affordable, lifelike and natural sound. Works with PS5 or Xbox X. With updated firmware, it supports eARC. Impressive Dolby Atmos performance. Designed to protect circuit with metal and heatsink. Cons: spring clip terminal for speakers. Doesn't support 4-ohm speakers. Coming in number 4. Onkyo TX-NR575. The Onkyo TX-NR575 receiver has a standard design with dedicated knobs on the front panel. The receiver has a metal body with a plastic front side. You can use this system to create a 5.2.2 or 7.2 systems. The Onkyo AVR HDMI 2.1 receiver with DTS:X and Dolby Atmos make the ambient sound pronounced, the background sound becomes lifelike. The bass is also prominent and the audio sounds much better in movies or music instead of songs. It has several control options, but things like bass and treble adjustments are missing. The remote control is handy but a bit complex to use. It has a total of 6 HDMI inputs and 9 speaker ports. The Bluetooth connection supports SBC and AAC codecs. The setup is easy, but menus, remote control options, Chromecast, all these features could be improved. The receiver is capable of delivering Ultra HD image quality along with crisp and clear audio from the 2-bit 384 kHz digital to analog converter. Onkyo HDMI 2.1 receiver will be available in 2021. Pros: use Onkyo controller app to control from your mobile. It can be used as a preamp. Supports multi-room audio. AccuEQ uses AccuReflex technology for room correction. Supports Chromecast and DTS Play-Fi. Works with Sony PS5. Cons: Bluetooth connectivity isn't very smooth. Coming in number 3. Marantz SR8015. This Marantz HDMI 2.1 receiver has 7.1 channel preamp inputs and 13.1 channel preamp outputs. It supports major 3D audio formats including Dolby Atmos height virtualization technology, DTS:X and DTS Virtual X, IMAX enhanced and Auro 3D processing. Marantz 8015 comes after the popular 8012 model. You can easily create a 7.2.4 or 9.2.2 system. With a firmware update, you can get the DTS:X Pro. This helps to expand up to 13 channels with DTS technology. The receiver has HDMI 2.1 with support for 8K 60Hz or 4K 120Hz. With this and the advanced audio and video features, it is one of the best receivers for PS5 and Xbox X. The setup is simple and you should use the Odyssey Dynamic EQ for room correction. Set the Dynamic EQ to 10 dB for movies. You can stream from different types of sources like Apple AirPlay 2, Bluetooth, or Wi-Fi. You can also connect turntable with the built-in phono input. Overall, it is the best HDMI 2.1 receiver. Pros: receiver with 120 Hz refresh rate. VRR, ALLM and QFT smoothens out games. Built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth increases versatility. Can produce excellent surround sound. Best for gaming with reduced lag, minimized noise. HDMI with eARC supports DTS:X and Dolby Atmosphere. Cons. The device gets hotter with use. Coming in number 2. Denon AVR-X6700H. Denon AVR-X6700H belongs to Denon X Series AV. You can use it for creating a 5.2.6 or 7.2.4 system. It is one of the best receivers for gaming due to its versatility and advanced gaming features. You can use this receiver as a standalone preamp processor. With the help of software update, the Denon 4K 120Hz receiver will support the newest audio format, DTS:X Pro. By using the latest HDMI feature known as quick media switching, you can change the resolution or frame rate quickly. If you have an 8K TV, then you can enjoy the up conversion of this receiver to 8K resolution. Although HDMI 2.1 should support 48 gigabits per second, the Denon receiver supports HDMI 2.1 with 40 gigabits per second. This is sufficient because users mostly use 10-bit video. The Denon AVR remote app makes adjusting settings or options easier. It has IR remote to control the receiver, and it also allows you to use TD remote and control the receiver for simplicity. You can also see the Denon AVR-X2700H. Pros. Easy room calibration with Odyssey Editor app, compatible with next-gen gaming consoles. Supports FLAC, ALAC, and Wave up to 24-bit 192 kHz. Supports 4:4:4 pure color subsampling and BT.2020. RO3D creates a natural and lifelike sound. Receiver with 4K 120Hz pass-through. Cons: very expensive. Coming in number 1. YAMAHA RX-V4A. YAMAHA HDMI 2.1 RX-V4A receiver replaces the RX-V485BL. The design is shiny with neatly arranged buttons and knobs on the front panel. While Denon or Marantz uses Odyssey, YAMAHA uses YPAO calibration system. Here you need to place the mic at the listening position and the YPAO will calculate distance and everything. With MusicCast, you can enjoy multi-room audio, and it also supports Apple lossless up to 96 kHz, Wave, FLAC, and AIFF up to 192 kHz. It is one of the best budget-friendly gaming receivers compared to other models. It doesn't support the latest formats like Dolby Atmos and DTS:X, neither does it has Dolby Vision. Apart from these, with the given formats, the video and audio is pretty impressive. The power rating of 80 Watt makes the YAMAHA 4K 120Hz receiver ideal for small to medium-sized rooms. The audio has balance and good tonality. The receiver also has an eco model to save power. The receiver faces some problem for 4K 120Hz pass-through viaduct HDMI 2. One which is for Xbox X, not for PS5. To overcome this, you should connect the source to the TV, and then use eARC to connect TV to the receiver. You can also check out the YAMAHA RX-V6A. Pros will support 8K 60B, 4K 120AB with future update. MusicCast app makes it easy to control or adjust receiver. Easy to control with simple voice commands. Support connectivity with MusicCast 20 and MusicCast 50. Impressive sound quality. Cons: doesn't support Dolby Atmos or DTS:X.